You with the one and only boxing guru. For this episode, we're going to focus in on the press conference between Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Sweethand Plant. Oh my God, that was a crazy interview. Not an interview, but a press conference. Man, I guess even Canelo, after 50-some plus fights, and supposed to be the top selling #1 fighter of the year, they still got to stage events. I thought the Emmys was shown last Saturday. Canelo and Caleb could have got an Emmy for that, or an Oscar, or even a Grammy. How they was acting. Man, if they got to sell a fight like that, it's crazy. But in my opinion, if it's based on boxing, I see Caleb Plant winning this fight easily. Caleb is the taller fighter, the better fighter as far as I'm concerned, especially at 168. But with Canelo Alvarez being the big draw, how much is he willing to pay Caleb Plant to step aside and lose this fight so he can be the first Latino, Mexican to be undisputed over some of the all-time greats at 168? Roy Jones Jr., James Toney. Who else was at 168? Tommy Hitman Hearns. The Sugar fought 168, maybe. Yeah, I think Sugar and them stepped up there. Marvis Hagler, no, he stayed at 160, I think. Yeah, so, you got a list of notable fighters that Canelo gonna try to out-trump, because of money. I like when they talked about the steroids or the PED things. They try to make it look for real, because that's a major topic. They trying to hype it up. Me, I'd rather for you to get in that square circle and settle your difference in that way. Me, I believe the great fighters don't need to have to talk or brag about none or get in the fisticuff before you get in that square circle. You can just do it with your workmen like work. You know what I'm saying? As far as fighting and knocking people out and fighting the top echelon of fighters and winning. Because Canelo Alvarez always had trouble with the top echelons of fighters. The fighters that can move. Even though Caleb Plant is white, he still got good movement to be a white boy. In my opinion, Caleb Plant is the one that should be able to trump and defeat Canelo, because him being a Caucasian, he could bring in a different revenue. You know what I'm saying? Is the Caucasian revenue money bigger than the Mexican in the boxing industry? No, the Latino money is bigger, but Caleb definitely can come in and change the guards, because he's definitely white and he's a good fighter in my opinion. Sweet hands. And he definitely can get the job done. It just depends on what concessions were made to make this fight. Whether Caleb supposed to just, be the bad guy, talk a little shit, lose the fight, and get the 10, 12, or 20 million, whatever they're going to pay him to get that IBF belt. So that's what's going to be intriguing, because Caleb is longer, quicker. If you watch any of Caleb's fights, he definitely can neutralize Canelo with him just being able to come in and try to walk Caleb Plant down. Caleb should be able to score punches and score points with quick punches and get out of there and move around the ring. He don't have to sit there and try to let Canelo counter him with a looping right hand. So I see this an easy fight for Caleb Plant to really become unified champ overnight. And he should be able to do it. But like I said, with Canelo being the highest paid, and he's coming over there on the PBC side for this fight and the deal with Showtime, they might have made these concessions, because usually the A side typically wins these type of fights. The highest bringing in fighter usually win these type of fights. But I'm hoping for some reason they throw a loophole in the thing and let a real fight break out between Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. Because like I said, it's time for them boys who using PEDs to get exposed. And I believe Caleb Plant is the one to do it. He's definitely the one to be able to do it. So these are the words for the one and only boxing guru for this episode Caleb Plant should win and beat Canelo Alvarez based on the science of boxing. The big man beats the good little man, and Canelo Alvarez is a good little man, especially at 168 pounds. So it's an easy fight in my opinion. Hopefully it ain't no money grab for Caleb, and then he has Andre Ward in his corner, you know, helping him, assisting, and then Andre Ward come out and get some of that money. So it could be, you know, money grabs all the way around the board, because when you an A-side fighter, you know, fighters are looking to match make with fighters who can generate revenue or generate a story to sell to the fans. It ain't even about the sweet science no more. But hopefully in this fight we'll get a real fight between Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas, Nevada on November 6th. I will be in attendance to see how this goes down.
Subscribe to me if you want more of the Boxing Guru Show.
Come get it. 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 Come get it.